effectively.
Sean, Spicer there. Let's take you straight to New York. Anastasia Tonello is an immigration attorney, the first VP of the American Immigration Lawyers Association. Good to have you with us with your thoughts, Anastasia. Do you think this revised ban avoids the pitfalls of the first?
Well, clearly the new executive order does deal with a lot of the issues and the problems from the first order. I think that the main issue of whether or not this is a Muslim ban remains. The immigration laws as we currently have them and that require vetting, require security checks from applicants have always existed, and it really begs the question, what is this new executive order hoping to achieve, if not a ban on Muslims?
So are you expecting it to be challenged by attorney generals from some states through the courts?
I mean, we've already heard several organizations say that they are prepared to challenge this, and I expect I very much expect that it will be in the coming as this is rolled out.
Which particular measures do you think that they'll focus their challenge around?
I mean, even though Iraq has been removed and it's been said that there are many countries that are also Muslim that are not on the list, the fact is the 6 remaining countries are predominantly Muslim countries. The fact remains that there are already security checks that applicants must go through before a visa is issued. So the argument of saying that this will make America more secure with more stopping travel really doesn't hold up, because we already have checks for applicants.
Yeah, they're very stringent already, those checks, Anastasia. Can you imagine a way in which they could make this vetting process even more rigorous?
Well, that's exactly the question. I mean, already these applicants are going through such a rigorous process. So the fact of just shutting it down for 90 days really does beg the question.
What about this important point that it seems that the rights of those foreign travelers who already have visas will now be protected? Is there some relief for people around that?
Absolutely, and for all credit where it's due, I mean the fact that those with ties to the United States, those that have business and family, there's a long list within the executive order of people who are subject or who are eligible for waivers. How those waivers will be granted remains to be seen. I mean, currently the process to get a waiver for a visa takes at least 6 months. So, I mean, again, in effect, will this just shut down the process for indefinite periods of time for these travelers?
Can you give us an idea of what the confusion around the first travel ban and waiting to find out what this revised one would be like? What it's meant for some of your clients, that sort of indecision and some of the chaos as well?
Yeah, I mean, on one major benefit is that we do have a 10-day kind of lead time on this. The last travel ban is, in New York, came out at 4:30 on a Friday, with absolutely no cooperation or guidance to the departments that would be responsible for carrying out the travel ban. So this time we saw that the executive order was supposed to be released several weeks ago, and then again it was delayed. So there clearly was a little bit more thought given to how this would be rolled out. So I think that, and the fact that they have this list of people who are not subject to it, clearly they did think that through. However, whenever you have a list, you have people who are not on the list, and there are always exceptions, and there are always going to be difficult situations that aren't clear-cut. And I think that the executive order, by providing so much information, actually will, again, leave a lot of people out without clear guidance.
Anastasia, good to have you with us. Thanks for taking us through that from New York. Anastasia Tonello.